A hidden structure has just been discovered on Turkey's Mount Ararat, and experts are saying it might be the legendary Noah's Ark. Satellite images reveal shocking, unnatural shapes under the snow. Structures too precise to be natural. This could be the proof that one of the Bible's oldest stories was real, preserved for thousands of years. But is this truly Noah's Ark, waiting for us to uncover its secrets? If exploring the mysteries of the Bible and finding proof of ancient stories inspires you, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our content. Give this video a thumbs up if you're ready to dive deeper into these extraordinary biblical discoveries with us. Let's go on this journey to uncover one of faith's greatest mysteries. Mount Ararat, a towering peak in Turkey, has long been surrounded by mystery and legend. Mentioned in the Bible as the resting place of Noah's Ark after the Great Flood, Ararat has captured the imagination of explorers, believers, and historians alike for centuries. According to ancient texts, after 40 days and nights of rain, the Ark came to rest on this very mountain as the floodwaters receded. This connection has made Ararat a symbol of hope and salvation for those who see the Ark as a testament to God's promise. But Mount Ararat isn't just a biblical landmark, it's also a natural fortress. Rising over 5,000 meters, it stands isolated, covered in snow and ice for much of the year. The mountain's steep terrain, combined with its severe weather conditions, makes it nearly impossible to explore. These challenges have kept researchers from thoroughly investigating its slopes, leaving its mysteries buried under centuries of snow and rock. The mountain has held a special allure, not only for people of faith, but also for scientists and archaeologists searching for a glimpse into the ancient world. Yet, despite its fame, concrete evidence of Noah's Ark has remained elusive, fueling curiosity and skepticism alike. Could something as monumental as the Ark have survived here, hidden beneath layers of snow and ice? In recent years, advancements in technology have made it possible to scan beneath the mountain's surface, reigniting hope that something significant might be found. The discovery of a geometric shape buried in the mountainside, revealed by satellite images, is not just another strange rock formation. For many, it could be the answer to a question that has lingered for thousands of years. Did Noah's Ark really exist, and could it still be hidden here? Mount Ararat stands as both a symbol of faith and a challenge to uncover the truth. In this video, we will explore not only the biblical significance of this peak, but also the scientific effort to solve its mysteries. Is this the moment when faith and evidence finally come together? With the discovery of this mysterious shape on Mount Ararat, a dedicated team of scientists, archaeologists, and theologians quickly assembled to investigate further. The team was faced with a monumental task, exploring one of the most challenging and remote areas in the world. Mount Ararat's steep, snow-covered terrain and unpredictable weather have turned it into a natural fortress, one that has kept its secrets hidden for centuries. Even the most determined explorers rarely attempt to scale its heights without extensive planning. Preparing for this expedition was no small feat. The team had to organize high-tech equipment and make extensive travel plans, all while navigating complex political regulations. Since Mount Ararat is located near Turkey's border with Iran, researchers needed government permits and clearance to carry out their mission, which involved long negotiations with local authorities. Only after obtaining these permits could they proceed with their ambitious plan. Once these logistical hurdles were cleared, the team focused on assembling the equipment that would enable them to explore the hidden structure beneath the ice. Among their tools were ground-penetrating radar systems, capable of sending signals deep into the mountain to detect structures beneath the snow and rock. They also brought specialized drones equipped with high-resolution cameras to capture images of inaccessible areas. Each piece of equipment would play a critical role in confirming or disproving the satellite findings. The unpredictable conditions of Mount Ararat demanded careful planning. The team had to work around narrow windows of favorable weather to ensure their own safety and the functionality of their equipment. Transporting all of the necessary resources up the steep inclines of Ararat was another challenge. Not only was the terrain difficult, but carrying sensitive scientific instruments without damaging them required extreme care. These efforts highlight just how serious the team was about investigating this ancient mystery. Their journey wasn't just a scientific expedition, it was also a leap of faith. For them, the chance to uncover something as significant as the Ark itself was worth every risk. With each piece of equipment tested and every detail meticulously planned, the team finally made their way up the mountain, ready to confront the mysteries hidden within its icy slopes. The preparations for this mission reveal the commitment and resources required to explore one of the Bible's most enduring legends. Now, with everything in place, the team was set to uncover the secrets beneath the surface. Could they be the first to confirm what generations have only dreamed about? After years of theories, speculations, and failed attempts, the moment had finally arrived. Equipped with state-of-the-art technology, the team reached the site identified through satellite images on Mount Ararat. The anticipation was palpable. Standing at the threshold of potentially one of the greatest discoveries of all time, they prepared to uncover what lay hidden beneath the snow and ice. The satellite images had shown a peculiar geometric anomaly, something that simply didn't fit with the natural landscape. The structure appeared too precise, with sharp angles and straight lines, resembling a man-made construction rather than a natural formation. As they started scanning the area with ground-penetrating radar, the first readings came back, and what they saw stunned them. Beneath the layers of ice and rock, there were indeed formations with distinctive shapes and regular lines, suggesting that this might actually be a built structure, preserved by centuries of snow and ice. The ground-penetrating radar showed more than just vague shapes. It revealed clear outlines of compartments or rooms within the structure, separated by walls that appeared to be uniform in thickness and height. The shapes weren't random or natural. They suggested a complex design, with spaces large enough to store supplies, or, as many theorized, house animals. The team could hardly believe their eyes. Had they actually found something that matched the description of Noah's Ark? As the readings continued, the sense of mystery only deepened. The structure's size was massive, far larger than what they initially expected. It was almost as if they had stumbled upon a hidden monument, a relic of a forgotten era. These findings gave the team hope that they were looking at something extraordinary, something that could indeed be a man-made structure, preserved by the unique conditions of Mount Ararat. The team documented each reading and every discovery meticulously, taking special care to photograph and map the exact layout of the site. This evidence would be crucial for further analysis and validation once they returned to their labs. They knew they were on the brink of something monumental, but this was only the beginning of their journey. While they couldn't yet confirm that this was the Ark, every new piece of data seemed to align with the descriptions found in ancient texts. It was as if the mountain itself had been safeguarding this secret, protecting it until the world was ready to rediscover it. The sense of awe grew as they realized the implications of what they were seeing. If this truly was the Ark, it would be the most significant biblical archaeological discovery of our time. Armed with their initial findings, the team began to prepare for the next stage of their mission, exploring the interior. They knew that the secrets of this structure were only beginning to be revealed. With the foundations mapped out and anticipation high, it was time to go even deeper and find out what this ancient structure might hold within its walls. With the outer structure mapped and the excitement building, the team prepared to descend into the heart of the mysterious formation. The initial scans had suggested interior chambers, but the real exploration was about to begin. As they carefully cleared away layers of ice and rock from a possible entry point, they revealed an opening that seemed almost deliberately concealed by the natural elements over time. Holding their breath, they entered the structure, hoping to uncover clues about its purpose and origins. Inside, the team encountered something astonishing: a series of well-defined compartments arranged in a layout that seemed almost too organized to be accidental. Some chambers were narrow, with high walls that appeared built to enclose something or someone. These smaller spaces reminded the team of animal pens or storage areas, sparking the thought that this structure could indeed match descriptions of Noah's Ark, designed to house pairs of animals. The uncanny alignment with the Ark's supposed design made the mystery even more intriguing. Beyond these smaller compartments, they found larger chambers. These expansive spaces could easily accommodate supplies or larger creatures. The walls showed signs of structural reinforcement, as if built with the understanding that they would need to endure harsh conditions over time. The implications were staggering. This was not a simple formation, nor did it resemble a typical shelter or dwelling. Each detail pointed to a deliberate design, reinforcing the team's theory that this structure could have been created for a specific purpose, perhaps even as a vessel for survival. The exploration continued to yield surprises. Each chamber, each corner, seemed to hold subtle clues. In one of the larger compartments, they found tiny, fossilized remains of what looked like plant material, possibly ancient remnants of stored food. In other chambers, they detected traces of organic matter on the ground, perhaps remnants of something once alive. The careful arrangement of these spaces suggested an understanding of logistics, as though whoever built this structure anticipated a long-term need for survival provisions. Adding to the intrigue, some chambers had small ventilation holes or drainage points, primitive yet effective designs for maintaining air circulation and preventing water buildup. This detail was critical, as it suggested a functional purpose aligned with long-term habitation or storage, something that wouldn't be typical in a mere shelter. This discovery left the team with even more questions. Could this structure have been designed to house different species, just as the Ark was described? The further they went, the more convinced the team became that they were inside something extraordinary. With every step, the resemblance to the Ark described in ancient texts grew stronger. But while the structure itself provided tantalizing evidence, it would take further analysis to uncover more concrete answers. They knew that each new discovery could either bring them closer to confirming this as the Ark or open up even deeper mysteries. With this initial exploration complete, the team now turned to the next phase: scientific analysis. Could the materials inside these chambers reveal the structure's true origins? It was time to gather samples, examine artifacts, and seek the evidence that might finally prove or disprove their theory. The team was now ready to apply rigorous scientific analysis to the findings. They collected samples from various parts of the structure, focusing on pieces of wood, fragments of organic material, and small remnants found within the compartments. Each sample held the potential to reveal clues about the structure's age, construction methods, and possible origins. Now, back at their lab, they turned to one of the most reliable dating techniques available: carbon-14 analysis. This process would measure the decay of carbon isotopes within the organic materials, offering an estimate of how long the structure had been preserved beneath the mountain's ice. The first results were astonishing. The wood samples were ancient, dating back over 4,800 years, aligning with the approximate period of Noah's Ark according to traditional biblical timelines. This initial result was a powerful indicator that the structure might indeed be connected to a historical event from millennia ago. The team cross-referenced these findings with historical flood narratives from multiple ancient cultures, noting that many societies, including the Sumerians and Babylonians, recorded a massive flood event around the same period. These cultural overlaps fueled the team's excitement as they pondered the implications of their discovery. Beyond the carbon dating, the team also examined the composition and condition of the wood. The structure's beams showed signs of intentional shaping, with parallel cuts and clean edges that indicated a high level of craftsmanship. Under close analysis, the wood appeared to have been treated with a primitive preservative, possibly a type of resin or oil that helped it withstand the passage of time. This discovery suggested that whoever constructed this structure understood techniques for preservation, potentially to protect it from the harsh elements or to ensure it would endure a long journey. An insight consistent with the story of the Ark. The scientists also analyzed trace materials found in the compartments. In one section, they uncovered what seemed to be fossilized plant matter embedded in the flooring. Microscopic examination revealed it to be an ancient variety of grain, something that could have been stored as food. Other compartments showed traces of what might have been animal waste, which, while only faintly detectable, could further support the theory that this structure was intended to house living beings. Adding to the intrigue, a few fragments of clay and simple ceramic pieces were found in the larger chambers. These artifacts were meticulously tested and revealed signs of storage, with residues of what appeared to be grains or seeds. The presence of these storage artifacts suggested a planned setup where resources could be preserved over time. This finding was consistent with the Ark's purpose as a vessel for survival during a prolonged flood. The precision of the cuts on the wood, the evidence of food storage, and the potential traces of animal waste all pointed to a deliberate and well-thought-out design. Such planning would be unlikely in a temporary shelter or ordinary dwelling. The structural features, along with the advanced preservation techniques, hinted at a level of knowledge and intent that seemed unusual for ancient builders. Still, skeptics within the scientific community urged caution. Although the dating and evidence aligned with ancient flood narratives, some researchers argued that the structure could belong to a different, yet unknown civilization with unique construction practices. However, the combination of carbon dating, structural integrity, and preserved materials kept the team focused on their goal. They were determined to continue their investigation, aware that they might be standing on the threshold of a profound discovery. With these findings documented and cross-verified, the team prepared for the next step: a thorough analysis of each artifact. Could they find more clues about the builders, the purpose of each compartment, or the lives of those who might have inhabited this ancient structure? The evidence was mounting, but the question still remained: was this truly Noah's Ark, or was it an ancient mystery from a civilization lost to time? With the initial results in hand, the discovery sparked intense debate within the scientific community. News of a possible ancient structure on Mount Ararat, potentially aligning with the description of Noah's Ark, attracted worldwide attention. Some scientists were captivated by the findings, seeing this as a monumental breakthrough that could bridge the gap between myth and historical reality. Others, however, remained skeptical, urging caution and highlighting the need for further evidence before making any definitive claims. Those supporting the Ark hypothesis pointed to the alignment of various factors: the carbon dating that suggested a timeline consistent with ancient flood narratives, the structural details that appeared purpose-built for housing animals and supplies, and the preserved organic materials that hinted at long-term storage. For these scientists, the discovery seemed too precise to be mere coincidence. They argued that the combination of these elements strongly supported the idea that this structure was created for a specific, significant purpose, potentially as a vessel for survival during a catastrophic event. However, skeptics raised valid questions. Some argued that while the structure's age was impressive, ancient civilizations were known to build complex structures and utilize preservation techniques. These scientists suggested that the structure might belong to a previously unknown group or civilization that had lived in the region thousands of years ago. According to this perspective, the formation could be an ancient shelter, storehouse, or religious site that happened to be preserved in the unique environment of Mount Ararat. To them, calling it Noah's Ark was premature and might distract from a broader investigation into ancient societies. Amid the debate, both sides agreed on one point. This was an extraordinary archaeological find. Whether or not it was the Ark, the structure was an invaluable window into ancient craftsmanship, survival strategies, and life in a forgotten era. This discovery opened up new avenues of research, prompting some scientists to propose additional expeditions and studies to learn more about the region's history and the people who might have constructed such a complex structure. The team knew that further investigation would be essential to answer the lingering questions. With each piece of evidence, the possibility of uncovering more about the ancient world grew. Yet, the deeper question remained. Could this structure truly be the legendary Ark? Or was it an echo of another ancient story, left behind by a civilization lost to time? As the debate continued, the team set its sights on gathering even more data, hoping to bring clarity to the mystery. Now, with new research proposed and an international dialogue sparked, the world was watching and waiting for answers. The discovery of this structure on Mount Ararat didn't just capture scientific interest. It ignited a passionate response from religious communities around the world. For centuries, the story of Noah's Ark has been a symbol of faith, survival, and divine intervention. The possibility that the Ark could be real, resting high on a mountain in Turkey, resonated deeply with millions who see it as proof of biblical history. For these communities, the structure represented more than an ancient artifact. It was a sign that some of the oldest stories from Scripture might have a basis in reality. Religious leaders from various faiths responded with enthusiasm and awe. In the Bible, the Ark is a symbol of hope and redemption, a vessel that saved life from destruction. Its discovery, if confirmed, would provide a tangible link to a narrative shared by Jews, Christians, and Muslims alike. The Ark is mentioned in the Torah, the Bible, and the Quran, making it a unique bridge across religious divides. To many believers, this find was not just an archaeological wonder, it was a testament to the accuracy and resilience of their faith. For some, it even served as a reminder of divine promises and the importance of trust and survival in difficult times. At the same time, the potential discovery raised profound questions within the scientific community about the intersection of faith and evidence. Could this ancient structure truly be the Ark described in religious texts, or is it simply an extraordinary archaeological find that coincidentally aligns with the story? Scientists specializing in biblical archaeology saw this as an opportunity to examine ancient texts and narratives through the lens of empirical evidence, allowing for a potential merging of historical fact and spiritual tradition. If proven to be the Ark, it could mark a significant moment where science illuminates ancient faith in a way that many thought impossible. This discovery also sparked discussion about how science and religion might work together in exploring the world's ancient mysteries. While the two fields have often been seen as opposing forces, this potential Ark discovery showed how they can complement each other. Science offers tools and methods to investigate, analyze, and test. Faith provides context, meaning, and a story that has guided humanity for millennia. For both believers and scientists, this was an inspiring example of how cooperation between faith and evidence-based inquiry could deepen understanding. But beyond these discussions, the true impact lay in the questions the structure raised. What if this really was the Ark? What would that mean for our understanding of history, faith, and the world's ancient civilizations? And even if it wasn't the Ark, the structure was still a monumental find, shedding light on humanity's distant past and perhaps on forgotten stories that shaped our earliest beliefs. Whether as the Ark or as another profound ancient structure, this discovery invites everyone, scientists, believers, and those in between, to consider how much remains hidden, waiting to be uncovered. In a time when the world often feels divided, this discovery on Mount Ararat offered a unique point of connection, inviting us to look back and, perhaps, to find shared meaning in the mysteries of the past. With the discovery of this ancient structure, researchers and believers alike are left with more questions than answers. The evidence gathered: carbon-dated wood, organized compartments, fossilized plant remnants, and signs of careful craftsmanship all align with descriptions of Noah's Ark. Yet the mystery remains unsolved. The team's findings have pushed the boundaries of both science and faith, challenging us to consider the possibility that a story many thought to be purely symbolic might have real, physical roots in history. For the research team, the journey is far from over. They plan to continue investigating, gathering more data, and exploring even deeper into the mountain. Each layer of ice and rock they uncover could hold new clues, potentially revealing artifacts, inscriptions, or materials that could confirm or refute the Ark's presence on Mount Ararat. The world waits eagerly for updates as scientists refine their findings and analyze each piece of evidence with renewed intensity. While the mystery persists, one thing is clear. This discovery has reignited a global conversation about the connection between ancient narratives and historical reality. For believers, it's a reminder that the Bible's stories may contain truths that go beyond spiritual teachings. For scientists, it's a call to approach ancient texts with curiosity and openness, to consider how historical records and religious writings might overlap in ways previously unimagined. This discovery, whether it turns out to be the Ark or an unknown structure from another civilization, invites us all to rethink what we know about our shared past. If the Ark is indeed found, it could become a new symbol, not just of survival and faith, but of the ways humanity seeks to bridge the gap between myth and truth. Each new discovery brings us closer to understanding the world our ancestors knew and the stories they passed down. Now, if you're as captivated by this mystery as we are, don't leave without subscribing to our channel. Click that notification bell so you're the first to know when we uncover more biblical secrets and shocking historical revelations. And if this story left you in awe, give us a thumbs up and share your thoughts below. Do you believe we've found the real Ark? Or do you think another mystery is waiting to be revealed? Join us as we dive deeper, ask the hard questions, and search for answers to the world's most powerful legends.